In a world where Mario Kart World receives an update 6 months after release fixing some issues with the game. Hell yeah. Metroid Prime 4 finally comes out. Good gameplay, really good gameplay, and some of the level design is really good. Hytale is actually releasing in about a month. Well, it's a beta, but cool, cool. I mean, I'm not much of a Hytale fan, but cool, that's finally coming out. And best of all, the original 1977 cut of Star Wars, retroactively titled Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope, is 433 days away from returning to cinemas. Oh my, that is crazy. What do you mean Mega Man is making a comeback? What do you mean Lego Batman is releasing when GTA 6 was going to release? What do you mean they're remaking the first Tomb Raider? But what do you mean they didn't announce Half-Life 3? And worst of all, AI is apparently behind that. Hello, I'm Aiden, and you are the viewer/listener, and this is Switching to Unscripted Thoughts on the Game Awards, Part 2, The Aftermath. Well, it's been a month. Bit of an eventful month considering the intro. Mario Kart World update, Metroid Prime 4 releasing, Hytale actually getting a release date, news on Star Wars, and then of course the what do you mean? Yep, I know, a bit of a long intro. I actually planned on cutting the intro down a bit, but stuff happened. Yep, stuff happened. So, yep, Unscripted Thoughts on the Game Awards, Part 2, The Aftermath. I'm going to cover all the winners and all the things that got announced, as I found a spreadsheet that has all of it, so I can give my opinions on all of it. Yay! Alright, let's immediately get this shot on the road. Winners. Show winners. Game of the Year. Expedition 33. Fine. Because to be honest, I mean, I don't really care what won anymore. I mean, this is essentially a Winter Game Fest, and the Game Awards to me feel like a cool bonus. Yeah, I was a bit fighty before, but I think I've just mellowed out a bit. I mean, honestly, I don't think Expedition 33 is a revolution, but if you like Expedition 33, you like it. Same with all these games. I mean, I may not like Hollow Knight's community, but if you like Silksong, if you're not annoying to me, and you're not disrespectful, I will, you know, if you're nice, I'll be nice to you. That is pretty much what I have to say. Rant over. So, yeah, Expedition 33 won Game of the Year. I mean, it's a French game, a European game. Don't see many European games win stuff, I guess. So there's that. Best Game Direction, Expedition 33. Best Narrative, Expedition 33. Best Art Direction, Expedition 33. I do think Hades or Hollow Knight actually do kind of deserve it for this one, though, considering they have more unique art styles, but everything's got to be realistic, which is part of why I don't care. Best Music, Mario Kart World, there, I'm not saying Expedition 33 for that. Best Audio Design, Battlefield 6 apparently. Okay. Then again, I mean, the audio is quite good in Battlefield 6, like, sounds, side to side, front, back, all that. Do not know what they did for Expedition 33, I only know what Charlie Cox did and Troy Baker did. To be honest. Innovation in accessibility. I believe I voted for this one. Because, there's a lot of stuff that Microsoft does for accessibility in their games. And then apparently, the accessibility sliders allow you to bring them the other way. So you can, make things more accessible or less accessible. Which is actually kind of cool. Essentially allows you to customize how difficult you want your game to be. Games for Impact, South of Midnight. I do not know what this game is. I do wish Wonderstop won that, but I have no qualms. I have no issues. It probably deserved it. Best Ongoing. You've heard my rants about Fortnite before, and No Man's Sky deserves it. I have zero issues with the game development team. Final Fantasy, people play Final Fantasy 14 still, the MMO one. Fortnite, Epic Games making stupid decisions, playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. Need to go on again, especially now. Helldivers 2, it has its issues, though Arrowhead are stepping up their game. They cut over 100 gigabytes on the PC file size of Helldivers 2, which is very impressive, while also only slowing down the game by 10 seconds on a hard drive. Marvel Rivals. I do not know what direction that game is supposed to be going in. Is it supposed to be a social game, or is it supposed to be a hero shooter? I prefer to call it a class-based shooter, but I mean, actually, hero shooter actually works for Marvel Rivals. The name. Because they're Marvel heroes. Best community support. I do not get why Baldur's Gate wins this every year. I think Helldivers deserves it, but well, if the developers are being really cool about it, then... Also, apparently Epic Games did some whole communities form kind of thing for Fortnite now. Maybe they're doing that to try and win this next year? Who knows? Best independent game. Expedition 33. What did you think would win? Games that weren't Game of the Year? Anyway, I mean, I saw some stuff about Blueprints. Looks kind of cool. Best debut indie game. Expedition 33. Best mobile game. Like most Sony mobile games, that one died quickly. That game, its days are numbered. That game, it's Rovio. We're expecting something good from them. I have problems with all these games, to be honest, but I'll say this. I know people who like this one, Uma Masumi Pretty Derby. I know people who like it. Well, I've seen people who like it. I'm followed by people who like it. Not people who like it who are crazy, but there are people who like it. I know people who like it. And I'm glad that's the game that people I know like won, even though it's not my kind of thing. I mean, my cup of tea for mobile games is Clash of Clans, if I'm being honest. Wuthering Waves, yeah, like that was... I mean, I hear that game does have a community, a loud and vocal one, considering it one player's choice, but, I don't really have anything to say. Best VR/AR. I mean, I only voted Deadpool. Actually, I think I completely skipped it. Yeah, VR. Pretty bad year this year. I expect next year to be much better, though. Best action game. Hades 2. I wouldn't have minded any of them winning except Battlefield, because Battlefield is just another generic first-person shooter. Oh, but Metroid Prime 4 is a first-person shooter. But that game, you spend half of it scanning things and going to collect items. Battlefield, it's more your traditional, you know. No, I suppose Doom, I mean, you have the shield. Hades 2, I mean, I do respect the developers, and the game does look really good, so there's that. Ninja Gaiden 4, or Ninja Gaiden 4, if you get the reference. Ninja Gaiden 1, Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 3. And yes, I did partially sing part of a set of lyrics that were based on the song for something else. If you get the reference, you get the reference. Shinobi Art of Vengeance, I hear that it's pretty good. Probably Sega's best revival that has happened so far, out of like the two they have done. Will it be the best when they do Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio? I don't know. Best Action Adventure, Silk Song. Pretty obvious that one was going to win, but hey, probably deserved it. Can't complain. Expedition 33 won Best RPG. I wonder what will be here next year. Will Fire Emblem win? Yeah, like they'd end up winning at this show. even though I mean, I tell you, Fire Emblem, it's pretty decent. I mean, I've played some of Fire Emblem Three Houses, so I have, you know, I do need to really play that game completely though. I mean, I only really played a little bit. Best fighting game, Fatal Fury. That is probably the only one I have a serious... Actually... That one... Actually, no, not that one. Not that one. Virtua Fighter, apparently that was... that wasn't the one that. I just honestly, fighting games weird. I don't want to get into it. Want to keep my show as my podcast as non-political as possible. Is this really a podcast where I'm showing stuff though? Best family. Donkey Kong wins the consolation prize. Well, on the bright side, at least it meant that Nintendo of America's current president was able to make one last speech while accepting an award before he retires at the end of this year. Anyway, there is still a conflict of concern that will be covered in the next couple of categories, I believe. Mario Kart vs Sonic. I have thoughts. Best Sim/Strategy, Final Fantasy Tactics. Fire Emblem will be banished to this because this is a tactical RPG and that's essentially what Fire Emblem is. It'll probably be banished to winning this. Who knows? Then again, the game might be great, the game might be rubbish, who knows? I'm talking about a game I don't intend to buy for a while because, yeah. Best Sport/Racing. Thank goodness that lost. Thank goodness that lost. I do not know what that is, but I'm kind of glad it lost. Mario Kart, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I'm happy Mario Kart World won, but I would have been fine if Sonic Racing won. Only problem is that the Sonic fan base have been quite, how dare Mario Kart win? Sonic Cross Worlds is better still. How dare you like Mario Kart World? Gaming is about fun. If you have more fun playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, don't be mean to those who have more fun playing Mario Kart World. You know, like, if you love Sonic Racing Cross Worlds and despise Mario Kart World, but at least you're respectful to those who like Mario Kart World, I'm okay with that. If you're just respectful. You know, I'm not a fan of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I might give the demo another try, but if you like it, I'm perfectly fine with that. The gameplay looks good, and some people have a lot of fun playing it. You know, I should really be saying the same about EA Sports FC 26 and F1 25 as well. I do not like sports games, and I didn't really want them to win because, you know, they're not really the best games. But if you like them, fine. Same with Rematch, even though I don't know anybody who likes Rematch. Best multiplayer, Arc Raiders. I believe I don't even know what I voted for this. Arc Raiders, oh it uses AI, oh it doesn't use AI. I'm confused about it. I'm not a fan of AI being used in games though. Best adaptation. How on earth did Last of Us Season 2 win? I would have thought Devil May Cry would have won. Or Minecraft movie because it's the funny. Ha 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 ha. Lava chicken. No. Oh, no. It's lava chicken. I haven't watched the film. I just know all the memes. And yes, I did just sing something that somebody may or may not eventually clip for the ha-has. Yeah, The Last of Us TV show is apparently good though. Most anticipated game, aka the GTA 6 award. Content Creator of the Year, Moist Critical. I am glad he won. Considering he's probably the most humble out of that lot. That, and also he has done some good things compared to other content creators. Best esports game, Counter-Strike. Okay. Best esports athletes. I do not know who any of these are. I still think the Halo Championship should have been in this. Best esports team. I do not know who they are. I'm sorry. Player's voice. Well, it was a group of 30, then went down to 5, well, then down to 10. Donkey Kong and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds and Mario Kart win the 10, I believe. And I went to the 5. Expedition 33 lost, Dispatch lost, Genshin Impact lost, even though that one usually wins. Hollow Knight Silksong were lost, and I would have been fine if the first two and Hollow Knight won this. If you like Genshin Impact or Roofing Waves, fine. I have no issue with that. But what I don't like is game developers bribing people into voting for their game. People voted Roofing Waves or Genshin Impact because they get bribed with free items, free this, free that. kind of bribing people to vote for you for an award, it just, not the best. So that's all the award winners. Now for all the announcements and my opinions on them. All the pre-show announcements first. This is for other game showcases. No comments, because I do not know what any of these games are. And then for other announcements. 2XKO. I know it's made by Riot Games, so I'm not really interested. Apparently it's being ported to consoles. It was initially on PC, so okay. 007 First Light. I saw the trailer, it looks kind of cool. I am debating if I'm going to get it eventually. I don't think I'm going to get it day one. Looks and feels expensive. Well, I mean, it is an expensive game, but like, it just... Diablo 4 getting DLC or an update. What is it with Blizzard and always making DLC this, DLC that? I mean, World of Warcraft lasted 20 years. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. There was a reason I was like, what do you mean they were going to release this on the same day GTA 6 was going to release? Because... well, it would have been 3 days earlier if you get the deluxe edition. But like, a lot of guts to try and compete with GTA 6, if that was the plan. Oh yeah, Control Resonant. I hear Remedy make really good games. I think I have the first game in my Epic Games Store library. I should give it a try. Yep. Marvel, Cosmic Invasion, Mega Man Dual Override. I've played some Mega Man games as I got them in a Humble Bundle a couple of years back. Really good. Really good series. So I'm kind of happy that there's a new one coming out. Also, it's a 2027 release coming out for the PlayStation 4. Oh, that's only 14 years after the PS4 released, and rumour has it the PlayStation 6 is releasing that year. Yeah, PlayStation 6 brand new console. Here's a game for the PS4. Metroid Prime 4, it was just repeat info and the game was already out. It was just an advert. There was also a trailer for the Mario movie, Mario Galaxy movie, Short Fate Second One, Mario and Luigi fighting Bowser Jr. Looks cool. I'm excited for the film. Then there were a couple of Star Wars games, Fate of the Old Republic and Galactic Racer. Fate of the Old Republic will apparently be released before 2030. Even though the game studio that is making it was founded in July. I'm not the most confident. I'm not the most confident about it. I have a feeling it'll be 2030 or 2031. Star Wars Galactic Racer. They made a pod racing game. That isn't some kind of weird AR thing. Cool. Tomb Raider Catalyst and Legacy of Atlantis. Catalyst is the new one, Legacy of Atlantis is the remake of the original. I might get Legacy of Atlantis if it comes out on Switch 2 around launch. Total War, Warhammer 40k. I have a comment about this one. Sega was hyping up a big announcement. People were expecting Crazy Taxi. People were thinking Jet Set Radio, Jet Set Radio. And I'm sure somebody out there was like, well, I mean, they released a new Daytona USA arcade cabinet. Maybe they'll port the game to home consoles again. Nope. 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 Or maybe it'll be the new Sonic game for next year. Nope. Instead, it's just a Warhammer game that Sega announced. Yay. And that's pretty much everything from the Game Awards that really anything happened for, well, that I had any interest in talking about. So yeah, I'm Aiden, and you're the viewer / listener. Thank you for listening to my rambling for the last 20 minutes. Yeah, I know I really didn't want to get into the whole fighting game thing. It's just, I don't care about fighting games. But then, like, I just hear stuff about the developers, all this, that, this. Well, as long as you enjoy the game, I suppose it's okay. And as long as you're respectful to those who enjoy games that you dislike, it's okay. I'm Aidan, and you're the listener slash viewer once again. Thank you for putting up with me once again. And see you in January with the Xbox Developer Direct and the first anniversary of the announcement of the Switch 2. And I'll also, in regards to this podcast, it's mainly going to be following major news now instead of being weekly or scheduled. So I'll be here, Nintendo Direct, state of plays that aren't just here's 5 announcements that nobody asked for. And if Valve actually announces Half-Life 3 anytime soon. Thank you once again, and goodbye.